welcome to Visual Recreation, the essential video guide to winning FML each and every week. I'm your local volunteer movie buff, Drew.
And I'm Joey, the strategy guy. Now there's 4 new movies entering the slate this week, so let's jump right into the new movie segment.
It's 4.
Alright, so the first movie we're taking a look at is Midway. Now this movie is based on a true events. After the attacks on Pearl Harbor, some brave men got together and you know what? We don't want this to ever happen again.
Nope.
And against all odds, they fight the battle at Midway.
Midpoint.
Yes. Now, directed by Roland Emmerich, who brought us Independence Day and The Day After Tomorrow.
Which is 2 days from now, just to clarify.
Okay. Midway stars Woody Harrelson, Ed Skrein, Luke Evans, Mandy Moore, and Dennis Quaid, just to name a few.
That's right. Now, this Midway is rated PG-13, and its long-range forecast is around $12 million, which is an 8% decrease from last week's long-range forecast granted to us by Pro Box Office, and it has a long-range opening weekend range of about $10 to $15 million.
That it does. And now it's estimated to premiere in 2,900 theaters, and taking a look at comps, we looked at Fury, which premiered October 17th, 2014 in 3,100 theaters, and it made $23 million. And it was also PG-13.
Wow. Oh, that's pretty good. Now, I just wanted to say, fun fact, October 17th is Zac Efron's birthday. But let's not talk about that muscular hunk. Let's go on to another muscular hunk. That's right, we're talking about Playing with Fire. Right. Now, when a group of fire jumpers save a group of rambunctious children, they must hold them and keep them safe until their parents show up, and you guessed it, wacky adventures ensues. Now, this movie stars Judy Greer, Keegan-Michael Key, and John Cena.
Yes, now Playing with Fire is rated PG, and the long-range forecast right now is at $8 million, and the opening range is anywhere between $7 million to $12 million. So, yeah, it's looking, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a range, all right.
Right there.
And it's estimated to open up in around 2,700 theaters. Now, when looking at comps, we looked at Instant Family that came out November 16th, in 2018 to about 3,200 theaters, and it made around $14.5 million.
All right, now the next movie we're looking at is Last Christmas.
I Gave You My Heart.
All right. Now, Kate, who makes bad decisions, her last date was a disaster. She ends up working as Santa's helper at a department store, but who will help her with her love life? Insert Tom. But is it too good to be true? We don't know. Last Christmas stars Emilia Clarke, Henry Golding, and Emma Thompson, just to name a few.
That's right. Now, this movie is rated PG-13 and has a long-range forecast of $17 million, which is stayed the same from last week, but last week it increased by 13% to get to $17 million, so it looks like it's trending in the right direction.
Yeah. Now, the opening, did you say the opening range?
I did not.
It's between 15 million to 20 million, and it's opening in an estimated 2,800 theaters.
Wow.
Yeah, now when looking at comps, we took a look at Me Before You, which premiered in June 2016 in 2,700 theaters, also starred Emilia Clarke, and it made $18 million.
That's right, and another one we looked at was Paul Feig's latest directorial, or most recent directorial movie, and that was A Simple Favor that came out in September of 2018. That also had Henry Goulding in a leading role in that movie. That got around $16 million in around 3,100 theaters. So it could have the Feig effect.
The Feig effect.
The Feig effect.
I like it.
But everybody, let's wake up as Dr. Sleep has arrived. Yes, that's right. Years following the Shining incident, a now adult Danny Torrance is back, and he meets a young girl, and she has the same powers as him, as the Shining, and now they have to go up against this cult called the True Knots.
Yes.
Not the false knots.
The True
Knots.
Not
the Juggernauts. The True Knots.
Very nice.
Not the garlic knots.
Really, there's more knots. How many knots do you have?
I could go on for not a long time.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. This was also based on the Stephen King book.
Was it?
Of the same name, and it was a bestseller, so that could be good. And this one stars Ewan McGregor and Rebecca Ferguson, or as we in the biz call her, Becky Fergie.
Becky Fergie. Yeah, now Dr. Sleep is rated R.
For red rum.
That's what it stands for. I didn't know that. The long-range forecast of this movie is at $25 million currently, with an opening range of 20 to 30 million. And it's premiering in how many theaters?
It's premiering in 3,900 theaters.
3,900 theaters.
Now, when looking at comps for this movie, we looked at it was giving us a little bit of a Dark Tower kind of vibe.
Yep.
And that one premiered in August of 2017, so it was a summer release, so be wary of that. But it opened to $19 million in over 3,400 theaters. And another one we looked at was the most recent Stephen King adapted movie, which was Pet Sematary in April of 2019 of this year, and it made $24.5 million in 3,500 theaters.
That's right. Now let's see how they all stack up as we move on to the movie radar, or what we like to call
The Modar. Modar.
All right, Drew, how do these movies stack up? What are your thoughts?
Me? I get to go first? Well,
Yes, you do.
after stalling for that little bit of seconds, I'm going to say that I really enjoy Last Christmas. I think seeing that it's trending upwards in the past couple of weeks, and I think people are ready to shed off that horror, that October skin, and get into something feel good, see something fun, see something Christmassy, see something heartwarming. So for me, I think that Last Christmas is a good one. I think that one could go over and maybe have the Feig effect around 17 as a good floor, possibly. So with that being said, Midway, I'm kind of middling ground of it. I don't know about that one. I don't like that it's trending downward. Playing with Fire does not have the numbers. And looking at the trailer, it does not have the charm of a Daddy's Home or a Daddy's Home 2, or even an Instant Family. John Cena has a very limited movie resume, so it's kind of hard to figure it out. I mean, he had Blockers, which is on one side of the thing, and then Daddy's Home 2 on the other side. Dr. Sleep, I'm weary about it. We just got out of October, and this movie, it wasn't even in October, or considered to be in October. It's coming out like 2 weeks after, or the week after, so that's kind of weary on me. Also, it's based off of a book that's not an instant classic of Stephen King. This one was one of the more recent Stephen King novels to come out in the past couple of years, and yes, it was a bestseller, but it wasn't the most well-received by the general audience. It's also a sequel to a very cult film of The Shining that people are holding near and dear to their hearts, so I think that one's kind of scary. I think that one's the scariest one. Even though it has a very, very healthy theater count, I'm very scared about that one. But what about you, Joey?
Well, it probably is going to be scary. But anyways...
Or just creepy.
Or just creepy and weird, yes. But no, I agree with what you're saying. Last Christmas is the movie that I'm looking at this week. Depending on how it's priced, I think you can work that into your Cineplex somewhere. Like you said, it is the only one that's trending or continually trending upward out of these four movies.
Upward.
But yeah, I'm not going to go through everything you said all over again, but just take a look at Last Christmas. That's the only one that's keeping on the up and up. So I think that could have a play factor depending on how much it's how much it's priced in FML.
That's right.
But yeah.
All right.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all we got.
That's all it is.
Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, keep watching, keep doing what you're doing. And remember, sometimes you gotta risk it to get that biscuit.
Oh, the Christmas biscuit.
The Christmas.
I love the Christmas biscuit, mate. Oh.